born. I will feast on your entrails and devour your soul.
You know, Max, sneaking the bug into that exorcism was an uncharacteristic stroke of genius.
Demonic possession is the gift that keeps on giving.
What? Oh, Commissioner. No, that was, Max's aunt. Yes, 14 packs a day. What's that? Yes? Yes? No! Yes? Sweet Suffering Saint Sebastian on the sousaphone in a short story by Susan Sontag. We're on our way.
Let me guess. Our friendly neighborhood demon just burnt down another monastery.
No, Max, we have a far more bloodthirsty adversary this time. The President of the United States of America.
Who?
The man's gone nuts. He's enacting all kinds of crazy new laws.
What else is new?
Federally mandated group hugs before, during, and after all major sporting events.
So?
He's curtailing civil liberties, threatening the environment.
Hey, that makes 3 of us.
And he's about to introduce mandatory gun registration.
Get the keys. I have to point out, Sam, that we could have avoided this gruesome accident if you just let me drive.
And I have to point out that we could have avoided this gruesome accident if you hadn't jumped on my head shouting Jersey Devil, and firing your gun out the window.
I swear that woman was a dead ringer for him.
Well, here we are, standing in an open field west of the White House.
Let's go bring the hammer down on that so-called commander-in-chief.
Please do not feed the submarine.
What can you feed a submarine anyway?
Nothing. Weren't you listening?
Hey, my missing boxing glove!
It's always in the last place you look.
Listen, maggot, don't bug me till you want to bug somebody else. You got me!
Max's formerly missing boxing glove. Useful for punching things. The White House pool. Most secure waiting pool on Earth. Jimmy?
Oh, great! What are you guys doing here?
Oh, just saving the world. What are you doing here?
I happen to take my vacations at the White House, and I needed a little R&R. Speaking of which, beat it.
At least the president has his priorities straight. Any golf balls? Nope. What are we doing here again?
We're either trying to see the president, or we're on the first leg of a doomed expedition to scale the mighty K2. What day is it?
Tuesday.
Okay, it's the president thing.
What are we doing here again?
We're either trying to see the president, or we're on the first... What day is it?
Tuesday.
Okay,
Pretty nice place here.
It'd be a shame if anything happened to it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that I'd hate for there to be an accident.
How do you do that? Putting certain words in quotes when you talk.
I've been practicing.
What do you think of the White House, Max?
There aren't nearly as many roller coasters as you'd led me to believe, Sam.
That guard really takes his job seriously.
I could create a distraction while you sneak in the door.
The last time you tried to create a distraction, it brought down the power grid of the entire Western Hemisphere.
You call it overzealous, I call it thorough.
We'll never be able to get in to see the president.
We should have just called him and saved the trip out here.
That guard...
I could create a
The last...
You call...
Okay, let's go. Hey, this phone only takes Susan B. Anthony dollars.
It must be one of those stupid 555 phones.
Yes, actually. 555-1984.
Hey, Sam, did I ever mention how I've memorized pi to 1,000 decimal places? It's 3.14159265358979.
Mac, do you have a piece of paper handy?
You want to write down the phone number?
I remember the number. I want to write myself a reminder to smother you with a pillow in your sleep. Suspect yourself.
That's so Madonna.
Nice stool.
It looks a little like a weird space creature, poised to devour the unwary mortal foolish enough to sit on it. I like that in a stool.
Hey, this phone only takes
It must be one.
Yes, actually. Post no bills. I'm surprised this sign survived the Clinton administration. Your name here. For naming rights to this building, please contact the Office of Desperation Accounting.
Oh boy, can we, Sam? Please?
We'll see, little buddy. White paint, Christmas lights, and a small barbecue.
Everything somebody would need to renovate, decorate, and then accidentally burn the place to the ground.
Later, Max, later. There is a small mailbox here.
It's one of those ornamental mailboxes that doesn't actually open.
That's government efficiency for you. That would hardly be sporting. Nah. Step aside, buddy. Freelance Police.
Just a moment, sir. Papa Bear, this is Super Bowl. Possible situation at the front door. Talking dog and, rabbit trying to gain access to the OO. Please advise, over.
Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's a negative on the access permissions, sir. I'll have to ask you and your little friend to step away from the White House.
Doggy Daddy, this is Loose Cannon. Request permission to pants this goon. Over.
Before we try physical violence, Max, let's try dazzling the man with our razor-sharp wit and labyrinthine logical conundrums.
Emotional violence. Good plan.
Let us in, pal. We're Freelance Police, here to save the president.
I thought we were here to stop the president by any means necessary.
I was going to wait to mention that part, Max.
Either way, sir, you can't get inside. Orders.
Seriously, Jack, let us in. It's a national emergency.
No can do, sir.
It's going to be tougher than I thought to trick this goon and get inside.
I heard that, sir. And it's going to be impossible.
Hey, no fair. You're not supposed to listen to casual asides.
It's in the job description, sir. Report all stage whispers, soliloquies, and casual asides to the proper authorities.
Curse them! They've thought of everything.
Finest security force in the world, sir.
Don't you get bored guarding this door?
It's a rewarding job, sir. Doing my part. Keeping the president safe.
Hey, Super Bowl, I'd like you to smell these two handkerchiefs and tell me which one smells more like chloroform.
Not now, Max. Is that all you do? Guard this door?
That's my primary assignment, sir.
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Try to guess it while I drop increasingly heavy weights near your head.
What's your secondary assignment?
Varies. Receptionist, maintenance, light grounds work, public relations.
Public relations?
I'm a people person, sir.
They have you guys doing odd jobs too?
Cutback, sir. Employee Reduction and Consolidation Act of 2003. These sunglasses aren't cheap.
Hey, Super Bowl, what gauge syringe would be best for injecting you with a knockout serum? Just a hypothetical.
You really have time to do everything else and guard this door?
I make the time, sir. It's what I do.
What else do you do besides guard this door?
Varies. Receptionist, maintenance, light grounds work.
Did you call yourself Super Bowl?
Codename, sir. I'm a bouncer. Secret Service humor.
And who's Papa Bear?
Section chief. Runs the operation. Protects the president.
Oh, Super Bowl, I get it.
I want to talk to your manager.
No can do, sir. He's with the president.
I want to talk to your manager.
No can do, sir.
I've had enough of this.
Papa Bear, this is Super Bowl. Perps exiting Zone 4 now. Seem disgruntled. Stay on the lookout. Over.
Now can we push him down and beat him with sewage-filled garbage bags until he runs crying into the reflecting pool?
Tempting, Max, but these Secret Service guys hold a grudge.
Okay, here's what he said.
Just step away from the door, please. Yes, sir, that is all I say.
Thank you, sir.
Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
I'll drive.
Not while I'm alive.
Exactly.
Give me all you got. We should go to Switzerland sometime, Max.
Nah, they always jip you on the cheese. It's like half air.
Feel like taking in some pro wrestling?
I think I've seen that one.
Spin the Bottle Championship is coming up.
I like when they do the sudden death round with the Molotov cocktails.
Lefty's tool rental shop is still vacant.
Remember that afternoon when I put on a baseball cap and spent hours out here playing fizzball with Lefty?
If you mean that night when you put on a hockey mask and spent hours chasing Lefty down the street with a chainsaw, then yes.
Precious memories.
Dead end.
One way, dead end. Street signs are such fitting metaphors for the human condition.
Remind me to refill your prescriptions. Look, Max. Liver and onions are still in town.
Let's go see them again and again.
Tampering with the mail is a federal offense, punishable by fine and imprisonment.
As we found out after the incident with the garden hose. Ah, memories.
Romance is a lot like this cactus.
Sharp and prickly at first, but worth the effort for the miracle of life at its core.
I was thinking more fake and unappealing, but your answer's good too. Romance is a lot like this.
Sharp.
I was thinking. It's unnerving how his eyes seem to follow me wherever I go.
That fox is totally checking you out. Go for it, Sam.
That may be the least relaxing sign I've ever seen.
What about the one at the barber shop that says low fatality rate?
I stand corrected.
Do you guys want to submit an application for my dating service?
That depends. How extensive are your background checks?
Some other time, Max. Go ahead, next caller. You're on Love Talk with Dr. Feelnice.
Hey, keep away from my intercom.
Go ahead, next caller. You're on.
Hey, keep away.
I wonder what future archaeologists will learn from our most sacred treasure.
That you can watch 250 channels and there's still nothing good on.
Very convenient if you haven't got a bulletin board. Print up any titillating scandal mags lately?
No.
Can I play with this?
No.
Can I play with this?
No.
Skin art.
Is that art for skin or art made from skin?
Your ideas are effervescent pustules, Max. Sparkly and disgusting. I think those might be iron-ons.
Convenient and painful. A surefire hit with the average consumer.
I wonder what future art...
That you can watch...
I feel better already. Impressive credentials.
Thank you.
Where's Diploma Mill College?
It's in Battle Creek.
Poughkeepsie Man slays 3 and Asparagus Rampage. I've got half a mind to stretch out for a little bit.
I think you have to stretch the whole thing or it rips.
You've baffled me sometimes, Max. I'm afraid to touch those. It's getting late.
Hey, Sam, if it's always getting later and later, then how come it's early sometimes?
That's one of the great mysteries, little buddy.
That's where I do video intros for my dating service.
Why's the door locked?
It's locked? Damn it. I don't even have a key to that door.
It's locked. It's locked. Hey, Sybil. What's new in the world of frequent random career reassessment?
Hi, fellas. I'm really excited. I've found the perfect job for me.
You don't say.
That's right. I, Sybil Pandemic, am now a professional matchmaker.
I thought I smelled phosphorus.
I thought I smelled that joke coming down the turnpike, burning oil and dragging its muffler.
It's a dating service, Max. I figured that if a smart, successful career woman like me could be having so much trouble finding a date, there must be plenty of other people who could use help.
You're having trouble finding your soulmate?
You don't know the half of it. It seems like all the guys I meet are total losers. No offense.
None taken. Hey!
Or else they're borderline psychopaths. No offense.
None taken. It's the borderline cases you have to watch out for.
What kind of man are you looking for?
Older men. Guys with a little history to them are such a turn-on. Oh, and tall men. And distinguished. And he should be experienced.
All right, enough already. Yes, I will go out with you, Sybil.
I thought she was talking about me. What are you looking for in a date again?
I would love to meet a tall, older man with a good career.
Could you find dates for Max and me?
Seriously? I mean, sure. Why not? Stranger things have happened, I guess. They must have. Somewhere.
I'm choosing not to be offended by that.
What do we need to do?
It's easy. Just submit an application.
What kind of stuff is on this application?
The usual. Your best traits and what kind of person you're looking for.
Hooks for hands! Hooks for hands!
When you're done, I'll put the application into my computer, which analyzes your personality matrix at 15 essential compatibility points.
I don't have a personality matrix so much as a personality vector.
Once we've found a match, you call your date and agree on a time and place. Let me help you guys out. Tell me your good points and what you're looking for in a date.
She should love animals.
Such as the elusive praying mantis, whose deadly but enthralling mating rituals she mimics.
You really know how to ruin the mood, Max.
Oh, and cybernetic implants, like an elbow that can connect to the internet.
She should have an air of mystery.
Making frequent passing mention to her time on the chain gang, but when pressed, revealing nothing.
She should love the outdoors.
We frequently lock ourselves out of the office.
She should be tall.
At least 12 feet, or 4 meters if she's Canadian.
I'm very spiritual.
A disciple of the Ancient Ones, enacting dark magic rituals to bring forth their reign again upon this earth. Rise, Shigarath! Rise, Abyag Solam!
I lead an active lifestyle.
Always running from the authorities.
I can appreciate a person's inner beauty.
I even have my own sonogram machine.
That's all I can think of.
Oh, that's plenty. Now I'll just put your applications into the computer. And there it is. Max, it says your perfect match is...
Cybernetic laser eyes. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please.
Well, that's interesting. It says your perfect match is Sam.
Disturbing. And yet somehow not completely unexpected.
And Sam, your ideal soulmate is...
Wait for it.
Max.
Well, there goes another blow to the concept of a fair and just universe.
Hey, Sam, what do you say we never ever speak of this again?
Way ahead of you, little buddy. What's next on the career horizon?
Next? This is it. What could be a better job than helping people find their perfect match?
Volcano God.
Good point. I'll stick to the dating business, though.
How many couples have you managed to escort to romantic bliss?
So far, none.
None is the loneliest number.
But I've got a feeling things will start to pick up after the holidays. All that stress makes for a lot of messy breakups, and a lot of people looking for romance on the rebound.
So we have something to look forward to.
How's business?
Slow right now, but those applications are going to start coming in at any moment.
How's business?
Slow right...
See you around, Sybil. What do you think of this computer matchmaking business?
It's an abomination. People should find dates the old-fashioned way.
A chloroformed rag in a dark alley?
What can I say? I'm set in my ways. Were you going to ask me something, Sam?
I was, but decided I'd rather not hear about it. What do you...
It's an...
A chloroform...
What can I say? Were you going to ask me something, Sam?
I was, but decided I'd rather not hear about it. Sounds like Sybil needs a date.
Let's flip for her.
All right, heads or tails?
Oliver!
We need to find a date for Sybil.
How about December 7th, 1941?
Sounds like Sybil needs a date.
Let's flip for her.
All right, heads or tails?
Oliver!
Ever feel lonely, Max?
No, I have the voices to keep me company.
Ever feel lonely, Max?
No, I have the...
I guess we should get back to work.
When you love what you do, it doesn't even feel like work.
Okay, here's what she said.
Meter maid? Nah. Movie industry executive? Done that already. Hey, this looks good. Shuttle pre-flight analyst. Oh, it's part-time only.
Thank you, sir. One way.
One way, dead end. Street signs are such fitting metaphors for the human condition.
Remind me to refill your prescriptions. Across Town Limited. Of course, it doesn't stop anywhere near here. Where's the rest of the news collection, Max?
It's a surprise.
Mr. Spatula seems to have calmed down quite a bit now. Remind me never to clean his tank again with a cut on my finger.
I still don't trust him, Sam. He's tasted your blood.
The drawers are just painted on to make the desk seem useful. Nothing useful in here.
How ironic.
One of these days we're gonna finish that game.
I'm still working on getting the rest of the darts from the police impound.
Hello, constituents. This is your president. When I took office 3 years ago, I made a solemn promise to help you, the American people. Now, thanks to your collective short-term memory, I can say that I've delivered on that promise. In the upcoming elections, it's important to ask yourself, do you feel safer than you did 3 years ago? Or would you rather return to the days when crazed packs of robotic hyenas prowled the street, targeting their death ray laser eyes on you and on your children? As far as you know, my administration is the only thing keeping your home safe from the bloodthirsty robotic hyenas. Remember that, and God bless America. Paid for by the committee to remain in office at any cost. Hello, constituents. This now.
Who are you calling, Sam?
Mr. Pizza. 2 medium pineapple and asbestos pies, please. Oh, yeah? Well, same to you, jerk.
What'd he say?
Thank you, and have a nice day.
Who are you calling, Sam?
The White House.
White House, Agent Superball speaking.
Have you checked the baby?
Yes, sir. Sleeping soundly.
Oh, good job then.
Who are you calling?
The White House.
White House, Agent Superball speaking.
We've got 2 very special agents coming to the White House today. One is tall, well-dressed, and devilishly handsome, and the other is Max. Grant them full clearance, over.
Can't do that without approval form signed in triplicate, sir. Regulations.
Who are you calling, Sam?
The White House.
White House, Agent Superball speaking.
Hello, please hold.
Roger that.
Our phone bill is sure going to be expensive this month.
It's okay, Max. I've been paying them out of your retirement fund.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Remember our trip to the moon, Max?
Like cottage cheese through a strainer, Sam.
You continue to baffle me, little pal. Remember our motorcycle trip through the Midwest?
Just you, me, and the authorities from 7 states. But those were quieter times.
I've read that calming voices and pleasant music encourage plant growth, Max.
Everybody knows that, Sam. We're investigating the effects of random gunfire and terrified screaming. For science.
Hello?
Jerk!
The donut box is a happy reminder of a bygone era, specifically last July. I bought that VCR at the supermarket.
So you know it's a good one.
Still smells like asparagus, though.
My fellow Americans, we must remember to live life to the fullest and keep joy in our hearts. To that end, I have introduced mandatory psychological examinations to guarantee that all citizens meet the minimum required level of joy and goodwill.
He's like a kinder, gentler Mussolini.
What do you mean? The reception's perfect right now. 2002 was a great year for calendars.
I'm glad we stocked up. We've been going through them at a rate of about 1 a year since then.
A very disturbed individual sits here. Someone once told me that the contents of a lava lamp make an excellent hand cream,
That was me.
which is why I haven't tried it. 20 years worth of electric bills take up a surprising amount of space. Ah, yes, I remember that case. Particularly gruesome. When I got this thing, I thought it would be useful.
You always say that.
Anybody home? Guess not. We should have Jesse James's hand appraised one of these days.
I bet it's especially valuable because it's autographed.
Our Thugs and Hoodlums file cabinet is almost full.
Can I help it if I come from a large family?
Ah, Brady Culture's hair. It makes for an unwieldy but oh-so enchanting memento of our first case in a long while.
He howled like a sick wallaby when I shaved it off him. Good times.
This charred pile of scrap serves as a touching reminder of the fun we had at WARP-TV.
I've determined that whether for food or for sport, I just really enjoy frying things.
It's our favorite shifty card cheat, Leonard's Steak Charmer.
How you doing, Leonard?
How do you think that's going? It's still doesn't. Get me out of here. Yeah, come on.
Good, good.
We've got to stop the president, Max.
Let's use the 2 most important tools of democracy, guns and ammo.
We've got to stop.
Let's use the 2...
I wonder what our old pal Flint Paper is doing.
Probably sleeping off a night of two-fisted, hard-boiled action, giving 2-bit thugs the what for, all on account of some dame.
Yeah, he's the coolest. This place could use a bit of remodeling.
I was saving it for a surprise, but I booked us on that mega extreme office makeover show. We just have to sign the release forms and decide where to put the whirring saw blades.
Hey, Max, did you lose weight?
I had to for my new modeling contract.
Hey, Max, did you lose?
I had to for my...
I guess we should get back to work.
Not yet. I'm still on my break. Okay, now.
I once hid in that dumpster to escape a rampaging gorilla.
I still don't know how she got out of the office. I was sure I locked the door.
Remember our old car, Max?
I said I was sorry.
Hey, a free home delivery sign.
The sign's not free, but oh, my book is.
Whoa, look, Max. It's our favorite cultish crackpot, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
I want to buy something. Take my credit card. Put me on your mailing list. Anyone you want me to recruit?
You're supposed to give the Stockholm Syndrome a few days to kick in, Max.
Who has that kind of time?
What's a big celebrity like you doing on our street, Hugh Bliss?
Why, I'm spreading the great news about prismatology.
The magic and science of unlocking the harmony of colors for a revolution in holistic personal and interpersonal well-being?
Now translated into 15,000 different languages, including Esperanto. Hooray!
Hooray!
Are the books selling well?
Selling? You can't put a price on imagination. You can't sell the wonder of a daydream or the laughter of a child.
He's right. I've tried.
Are the books selling well?
You can't.
He's right.
What was your book about again?
Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness? It's about everything and nothing at all. Oh.
What's this prismatology nonsense really about?
All it is the total reawakening of mind, body, and spirit in a rainbow of true bliss. Ah.
I'm really excited.
Uh-huh. And how do we do that?
Okay. Simply focus on the orange at the core of your spirit.
Okay. No, wait. Okay, now.
Shift your consciousness to the ultraviolet.
Doing that.
Mix it with the indigo of your imagination, and then let it slide down the rainbow of your hopes and dreams.
Wow, I can't believe it was so simple.
How do you stay in business?
With the magic of volume and free delivery.
You can have all the colors delivered to your home for no green.
I don't get it.
How do you stay in...
With the magic of...
You can have all...
Show us a magic trick, Hugh Bliss.
Magic is easy when the colors of your soul are...
Yeah, less chatter, more magic.
Okay. How about I disappear?
Well, your mind reading is obviously still working.
It is. Now watch me as I vanish. Except you won't be able to watch me because I'll be gone.
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Can you disappear again? I want to figure out how you did it.
It's easy, Sam. I take all the colors from my surroundings and spin them into a great big...
Okay, yeah, I was just being polite. I don't care how you do it.
Okay.
President appoints action figure as Secretary of Defense.
That is pretty crazy.
Well, at least it was an action figure of John Shaft.
Oh, I can dig it.
Non-mafia-owned casino destroyed by mysterious explosion.
Mysterious? I gave my name to reporters and even posed for pictures.
Sometimes blowing something up is its own reward, pal. President spied in love tryst with Sasquatch.
I give him 3 months tops.
President appoints action figure as Secretary...
That is pretty crazy.
Well, at least it was an action figure.
Oh,
Non-mafia-owned... Novelty gumballs. Shaped just like the real thing, but made of inedible plastic.
Fool your friends, annoy your grandparents.
Takes me back to my childhood. What's shaking, Bosco?
Ah, greetings, comrades Dog and Rabbit.
I'm having trouble placing the accent this month. Mid-Atlantic states? The San Fernando Valley?
I get more of a vague Baltic vibe. Something in a light Czech pattern.
Ha ha ha! Comrade Maximilian makes the funny joke. I am Vladimir Ilyevich Boskovorsky, Russian proprietor of Workers' Glorious Warehouse of Inconvenience, no?
No.
But now, I make new start in America, which I love. So, is no need to aiming sophisticated targeting equipment at me.
What's with the Soviet bloc, Bosco?
It's perfectly natural, comrades. I work with the American government in spirit of glasnost. They know. They know.
Who knows what?
The feds, man. Uncle Sam. The government's watching us all the time.
So that's why I always feel an overbearing presence just out of my field of vision, watching and judging my every move.
That's me, Max. Why is the government spying on you, Bosco?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I know too much.
Just humor the poor guy, Max.
But I make new stars in America, which I love. So it's no need to targeting me.
I suppose you've got some ridiculously complex whirligig to defend yourself against the feds?
It's the people, comrades. Workers will overthrow fascist regime.
What about us loafers?
All are welcome. Come their victory, workers will unite to bring downfall of corrupt administration. We will number in tens of millions.
That's a lot of Bolsheviks.
No, it's all true. Plus, I'm working on a satellite missile defense system.
Missile defense system? Isn't that more than a little bit overkill?
Yet, we are strong like bear against attack. I'm working on modifying BTAD's Part 2.
Your anti-delivery system?
That's right. It was already programmed to keep people from delivering goods to the store. So I just went into the database and changed beef jerky to intercontinental ballistic missiles.
So now anyone can just deliver a blimp load of beef jerky to your store without fear of reprisal?
A small price to pay for freedom.
Tell us about that missile defense system again.
I'm working on modifying BTAD's Part 2. But once I get funding for it, it'll be able to shoot down any ICBMs targeted at the store.
Something in here smells like fermented hate.
It's like sweaty jockstraps soaked in boiled cabbage with a dash of sulfur.
Keep it down, guys. You're scaring off the other customers.
What other customers? Max and I are always the only ones in here.
What? I mean, it's a good thing. Merchandise is always available.
Coming in here is like visiting old friends.
Some of these cereal boxes are from the McKinley administration.
I carved our initials in one of the weenies, so we'll be best friends forever, Sam.
When's the last time you cleaned out the weenie rotisserie?
Needs no cleaning. Adds vintage flavor to tasty Franks.
When's the last time you...
Needs no cleaning.
We want to buy something.
Ah, is evil but necessary private enterprise.
What do you got?
Is most glorious invention, comrades. Is useful for, how you say, questioning.
Questioning.
Is true serum. Makes easy even the most difficult, how do you say, interrogation.
Interrogation.
Truth serum? Is this another one of your half-baked, overpriced gimmicks, or does it actually work?
Both will make anyone get rid of inhibitions and telling, how you say, complete and honest truth.
Your accent sucks. Hey, it's already working.
We'd like that truth serum, Comrade Boscovich.
Is good. Price is 867.5309 rubles.
How much is that in real money?
$100 million.
I think your rate of exchange is a little off, Boscovorsky.
Fall of Berlin Wall brings great strength to our economy.
Isn't that a little pricey for truth serum?
It's bargain.
It really does work, and I haven't even tried it yet. Sam, this morning I used your toothbrush.
Results are guaranteed.
I used it to clean out my ears. This is refreshingly liberating.
Besides, I need the money to complete my satellite defense system.
I needed to clean out my ears because I'd been rummaging through...
Okay, I've heard enough. We'll take that truth serum.
Is yours for only 100 million American dollars.
I seem to have left my $100 million in my other suit. We'll be back. Do you have any potatoes in the likeness of Catholic saints?
Niet.
Do you have any souvenir snow globes from the Mystery Vortex?
Niet.
Do you have any Lobsterfots brand cereal?
Niet.
Do you have any Tagalog rhyming dictionaries, abridged?
Niet.
Do you have any wiener cozies?
Ah, we just get shipment of those in this week. Let me look.
Oh, boy!
Oh, wait, did you say wiener cozies? I thought you said Navajo blankets. No, we're all out of wiener cozies.
Do you have any Navajo blankets?
Niet.
Do you have any potatoes in the likeness of...
Niet.
Nothing for us right now. See you later, Bosco.
He's no Bosco, comrades. He's only loyal worker Bosco Vorsky, who is no threat to glorious American government whatsoever.
Special. Buy one, get one.
What a deal!
Nothing like a gaggle of security cameras pointed at a guy to make him feel at home.
I'm comfortable with it because I'm uncommonly photogenic.
$1 lottery tickets, $2.
I'm feeling lucky already.
Is that clock correct?
Well, it's only got one hand, so probably not.
We want to buy something.
Ah, is evil but necessary private enterprise.
Nothing for us right now. Big smokes.
Don't smoke, kids. Unless you're on fire. Then it's only natural.
What do we have here? Organ Trader? Self-Loathing Weekly? Hot Bunny?
Ooh, let me see that.
Hot Bunny?
No, Self-Loathing Weekly.
No thanks. I brought my lunch today. Are these weenies beef or pork?
Or woolly mammoth meat.
It's 100% all natural ingredients. It's to perfection.
Foamy bread.
Made from real styrofoam?
No, artificial styrofoam. I think it's the tinge of green that makes this coffee especially appealing.
I take my coffee green, like my men.
Sludgies. This week's flavors, caviar and borscht.
Borscht, the red menace.
Max, I've got a great idea involving you, a microwave, and 6 feet of aluminum foil.
Go on.
Maybe another time. Nachos.
They're mine, nachos.
Ketchup, mustard, and purple stuff.
As vaguely referred to on TV.
Buy nachos. Free toilet brush with every purchase.
Free toilet brush. I'm sold.
Used toilet brush.
I'll pass.
Bathroom terror level. Red, extreme terror. Yellow, lots of terror. Green, probable terror.
Ooh, fun!
Say, Max.
I am not getting in that thing again. It took me weeks to get the fishy smell out of my fur.
Chilled and preserved fluids.
I wonder if Bosco used the fluid sample I submitted.
I hope not. Where are we going to find $100 million?
I could donate my body to science again, but the guys at the lab seemed pretty spooked last time.
Science fears what it can't explain, little buddy. Where are we going to find
I could donate my body.
Science fears. Bosco's paranoia is really getting out of hand.
You think he's acting crazy today? You should see what he was doing in those surveillance videos I took last night.
This storm music sure is catchy.
It burrows into my synapses like a deer tick.
Now there's a quote for the album cover. See anything appetizing, Max?
I can't decide. This store has items from every part of the food pyramid.
And much of it is preserved as well as the items in the real pyramids. See anything
I can't decide.
And much. I guess we should get back to work. What's your opinion of this prismatology nonsense?
My religious faith is based on who gives away the best free stuff.
Okay, let's go.
Whee! Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh, boy!
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Now, a lot of these same folks will say that we're wrong for introducing this federal pudding embargo. They envy our freedom. I ask you, what have they got to hide? Unless they're secretly sitting on stockpiles of pudding, and oh yes, we will find them, they've got nothing to be afraid of. So in conclusion, America, get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on, marzipan, and good night.
It's worse than we thought, Max. He's crazier than a caffeine-addled dingo in an Adelaide maternity ward.
I think he makes a lot of good points. Those puddings are trying to steal our jobs. And I especially like how he does that spinny thing with his eyes.
By the whiskey-soaked beard of Ulysses S. Grant, that's it. The president's not crazy. He's been hypnotized. We've got to snap him out of it, Max, and pronto.
How do we do that again?
We hit him over the head, like we do with all hypnotized people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
It's a bunch of merit badges from the Weasel Scouts.
I got one of those once, but they took it away when they found out what I used for bait.
It's a bunch of merit badges from the...
I got one of those.
Take a look at that.
I love this country.
This snow globe has a little Apollo 13 inside.
What happens when you shake it?
I'm afraid to find out. The Liberty Bell is a light for this room, just as America is a light for...
Yuck! Metaphor is such an ugly quality in furniture.
House of Representatives and Gardens.
Hands off the cameras.
It's a stack of pithy campaign slogans.
Oh, don't fool with those. Wouldn't want to be caught on national TV with my drawers down again.
Hi, I'm George Washington. Anyone need their nuts cracked?
Please don't make fun of George Washington.
Looks like there are rats in the Oval Office.
Sam, you've finally done it. A straight line so easy, even I won't touch it.
Is that a Rothko?
No, Sam, it's a painting. Sheesh.
This urn says Fluffy on it.
Wasn't that Warren G. Harding's nickname?
These plates commemorate the core values of freedom-loving peoples everywhere.
Eating a lot and hitting things with sticks?
Exactly.
No one enters the war room. That's it. You two are coming with me.
Ow, 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 ow!
And stay out. Now I have to get back to the president. He's not supposed to be alone.
Excuse me?
Hello.
Oh, welcome, Governor Whizzer. The president has been waiting for you.
Governor Whizzer?
Hey, who better to run a state than a washed-up, urination-loving former child star?
No one!
Hello, this is the White House. Hello. Hello.
No, sir. I said soda abuse. It's a very important issue.
Was I? No comprende, son.
But I'm speaking English.
Ah, are you two fellas the interpreters? It's about time. Darndest thing, we just had a couple imposters in here. Dead ringers for you two.
Were they walking around examining everything and engaging everyone in pointless conversations?
Those are the ones.
Those accursed clones. When will their devilish mimicry end?
Help me out with this here potentate, would you? Can't understand a dang word.
But that doesn't make sense. I don't even have an accent.
No momento, por favor. Impatient little guy, ain't he?
Roosevelt's boxing gloves, encased in lucite.
TR or FDR?
ER, I think. This is either an early draft of the Declaration of Independence or a crude map of Lithuania. Is that a potted plant or the Vice President of the United States?
It is hard to tell the difference.
I'm not sure who this is, but he must be important. U.S. Senate Talent Show, second place.
My finest hour.
Apparently, even U.S. presidents have mothers.
Hands off, boy! That's my presidential calendar.
Throw pillows shaped like stars. Interesting, since actual stars are shaped more like throw pillows. Nice globe.
Amazing how often I need it in this job. Hey now, that's my super special top secret ribbon. Don't touch it. Stand back, son. There's the national budget.
Hey, Mac, do you work here?
What tipped you off?
We're Freelance Police, buddy. This is a national emergency.
And we don't appreciate your sassy mouth.
Auditions for new White House pet are down the hall.
This can only end in violence.
This guy's voice sounds familiar. Do you recognize him, Max?
Half the time, I don't even recognize you, Sam.
I'm over here, little buddy.
Who said that?
Do I know you from somewhere?
Yeah, I'm that voice in the back of your head that tells you to mind your own business.
The veiled threats, the surly tone. I've got it. You're that pit boss from the Toy Mafia.
I smell a conspiracy.
You smell a nosy dog who's going to get smacked if he don't stop asking questions.
What's the Toy Mafia got to do with the Secret Service?
What Toy Mafia?
Oh, he's good, Sam.
The Orso Nostra, the sacred organization you inducted me and Max into in a time-honored ceremony.
The one that we infiltrated, repeatedly duped, and then blew up in a fiery explosion of death and property damage.
I was going to casually forget to mention that part, Max.
That's a very entertaining story, chowderheads. Now, run along and play whilst I protect the leader of our country.
I think somebody may have hypnotized the president while you weren't looking. You, perhaps.
Very funny.
I think somebody may have... You, perhaps. What do you do around here?
I give out free t-shirts to the visitor who asks the dumbest question of the day. Please accept my apologies, but we're all out of Husky Boys sizes.
Woo! Double burn!
I thought you were on my side, Max.
I just call him like I see him, Sam.
You're the president's personal bodyguard?
You catch on quick.
We need to have a private meeting with the president. National security.
Go right ahead.
I meant private, as in wait outside and we'll call you when we need you.
And national security, as in we need to clobber the president on the head to break his hypnotic trance.
Your gift for subterfuge is uncanny, Max.
And that's uncanny as in you two try anything and I'll plug you.
You're always with the president?
Even when he's got a,
Always. I never leave his side.
Your codependency sickens me.
And it sickens me in exactly the same way, doesn't it, Max? I mean, Sam.
You're always with...
Always.
What's behind that door?
It's a private club for people who aren't annoying me. You two ain't invited.
Should we pummel him together, Sam, or would you rather take turns?
We can create a national security incident after we've saved the president, Max. Seriously, pal, what's behind that door?
It's the door to the war room, with unrestricted access to the United States' entire arsenal of long-range missile weapons.
There's no part of that sentence I didn't like.
Then it's unanimous. We'd like a tour.
Nobody gets into the war room during peacetime. Stay away from it, or I'll have to escort you out.
2 for the war room, please.
Nothing doing.
But Max came all this way. He's been dreaming of it for years. Can you look into those big brown slits he uses for eyes and crush the lifelong dream of a childlike rabbity creature?
Even if I were moved by that kind of thing, which I ain't, this door stays locked at all times, unless we're in a war.
Let us into the war room.
Stay away from it, or I'll have to escort you out.
Let us into the war room.
Stay away from...
We'll be back.
I cannot wait.
What do we do now, Max?
I'd like to get the president alone and give him a piece of my mind.
I don't think you have a piece to spare. What do we do now, Max?
I'd like to...
I don't think... The president's acting plumb loco.
This is the second most entertaining hypnotic trance I've ever seen.
What's the first?
Watermelon.
How are we going to get the president back to normal?
I think a blow to the head should fix it.
You think a blow to the head fixes everything.
But I've got a really good feeling about it this time.
How are we going to get the president?
I think a blow...
You think a...
But I've got a...
Pretty fancy office, isn't it, Max?
One day, this will all be mine!
I join America and the rest of the free world in praying that will never happen. I'm glad we took this time to talk, Max.
Keep in touch, Sam. I mean that.
What's new, Whizzer?
That's Governor Whizzer, thank you very much.
What are you the governor of?
The 51st and greatest state, West Dakota! Don't you guys read the papers?
Just the funnies.
You mean the obituaries, Max.
Potato, potato.
We're a young state, but with our own rich traditions that make us a distinct tourist destination, apart from the North and South.
How did you get into politics?
I won the election. It was a very close race, but I totally won the popular vote.
Was it a runoff election? You see what I did there? Runoff? 'Cause he's Whizzer?
You're still the master of 4th grade gutter humor, Max. What were your qualifications for office?
I'm a television celebrity.
Now there's a platform I can get behind.
What brings you to the Oval Office?
I'm trying to build up nationwide support for the MRSAPP.
Who's Mr. Sapp? And why didn't you want me to know you were talking about him? I can spell, you know.
It's the Mount Rushmore Soda Abuse Prevention Program. It's totally changed my life. I've been carbonation-free for over 4 weeks now.
Tell us about the MRSAPP. Be brief.
I started the Mount Rushmore Soda Abuse Prevention Program after I became governor to help people get flat like me. But if we can't get federal funding, people all over the Dakotas are going to get right back on the pop.
I don't work 8 hours a day, 6 days a week just to throw my money away for some washed-up soda junkies with no sense of self-control.
You don't have any money, Max.
Oh, right. Never mind. Good luck with that, Wiz.
So you've really kicked the soda habit, huh?
And how? Back when I was on the pop, I was in a real downward spiral. That endless cycle of always looking for my next fizz, then having to take time out for number 1. Then I saw that documentary about Peanut Franklin, and it convinced me I didn't want to be just another self-destructive former child star.
Peanut Franklin, the lovable star of mixed nuts who was found in a seedy Hollywood motel room dead of anaphylactic shock?
What you mean you ain't got no jelly?
Still too soon, Max. Are you sure you wouldn't like a nice cold soda?
Gee, thanks. I'll take a... Whoa, no! Stay strong, Whizzer. You control the bubbles. The bubbles don't control you. Stop talking about soda, will ya?
Stop talking about the crisp, clean taste or the effervescent fizz as it pours over ice into a frosty glass?
All of it. I've been completely flat for over a month now. I can't go back to the way I used to be. I just can't.
We're ready to interpret for you.
Don't tell me. The president needs the interpreter.
What did he say, Sam?
I'm speaking English. I don't even have an accent.
Can't understand a word.
Tell us about the MR.
I have to get federal funding for the soda. Go flat. Just say no to carbonation.
See you around, Whizzer. Good day, Mr. President.
We come in peace, as far as you know.
Oh, finally! The interpreters. Where have you been?
Snap out of it, Mr. President. You've been hypnotized.
Sure, I haven't been hypnotized. That's crazy talk.
You've got to listen to us, sir, or we'll be forced to take drastic action.
Don't talk to me about drastic action. You ever been pinned down in a drugstore parking lot by a pack of muskrat commandos with nothing left to lose? Ever had to gnaw your best buddy's leg off just so you could get his socks and put them on your own ears to fend off the enemy's deadly sonic regurgitator ray?
Now that's crazy talk. I'm impressed.
Wake up, Mr. President.
You've never given up on anything in your life. Don't start now.
That's awful nice of you fellas, but I haven't been hypnotized.
Now do we commence with the head trauma, Sam?
What was that?
We'll have to get the president alone, Max. Snap out of it, Chief.
Lest we must administer a blow to thy noggin.
Keep away from him.
Snap out of it, Chief.
lest we must
Freelance Police, you're under arrest.
Freelance Police? Now there's the kind of can-do vigilante attitude that makes America strong.
Finally, someone who appreciates our greater calling.
Seriously, you're under arrest.
Oh, you can't arrest me.
Foolish chief executive! Does he not fear us?
Trust us, Mr. President. It's for your own good.
Nah, see, it's the Secret Service regulations. I can't leave the Oval Office.
You're still under arrest. We can get your administration back on track with just a hint of bloodshed if you'll just...
Where does the little one keep his gun?
Best not to think about it, sir. We're ready to interpret for you.
All right, let's get this party started.
Mr. President, my fellow Americans, I come to warn you about a serious epidemic facing our country. The scourge of soda abuse. Many former popheads like myself found ourselves in the endless cycle of addiction and elimination until we believed there was no hope.
I don't know what you're saying, son, but you're selling it, boy. Good job.
I ask you, how long can this epidemic continue?
What was that?
He said... What's a guy got to do to get a drink around here?
Aha, I know what you need. An ice-cold orange sugar fizz. I swear by him.
No, that's not what I want at all. I must resist, but I am thirsty, and just one couldn't hurt.
Frosty cold and so delicious.
All the progress I've made. They were about to give me my 5-week pin.
I almost feel bad about this.
I don't have a conscience, Sam. What's your excuse?
Oh, blessed angels of carbonation, fill me with your syrupy nectar.
Ew!
Yeah, now I'm not so much guilty as repulsed.
Keep it coming. More! I need more! I need a bathroom! Which way is the bathroom?
Which way is the war room?
It's that door right over there. But I don't...
Oh, thank you.
Where do you think you're going?
I've got to get in there. Bad.
We've got a priority red number 2 here in the Oval Office.
No, it's just number 1.
Escorting the suspect to holding cell for interrogation. Come with me, sir.
But it'll only take a second. Please, let me go!
That was fun!
Okay, now I didn't catch all that. What did he say?
I think the war room door is only openable in time of war.
Stupid old piece!
Hands off, boy! That's my presidential calendar.
Hello, Mr. President. You've been hypnotized, Mr. President. For the good of America, you have to snap out of it.
Poppycock, I'm still as sharp as a vegetarian piranha's tooth.
He's madder than a Mongol with saddle rash and a yak blood allergy.
Diplomacy's not working, Sam. I'll get the brass knuckles.
Snap out of it, Chief.
Let's talk.
Snap out of it.
Let's talk more clobbering.
Keep up the good work, Mr. President.
You've got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em.
The man's a genius, Sam. I almost feel bad for doing this.
It's for the good of the country, Max. Now it's time for some checks and balances, freelance police style. Max, will you do the honors?
Gladly.
Look it, fellas. My fingertips look like little tadpoles.
They just don't make these guys like they used to.
That's no guy, Max. It's a damned ugly puppet.
Ah, the drawstring in his back should have been our first clue.
Our first clue should have been the swirly eyes. But, silly me, I thought hypnotizee, not hypnotizer.
What?
Yes, an ingenious device being used to hypnotize the TV-watching public. But who was controlling him?
Gonna take days to get that smell out of the interrogation room. What? What have you done?
He was like that when we got here.
Sam did it!
So these two numbskulls managed to off the president.
It was a deep tissue massage gone horribly wrong. Ninjas!
Sam did it!
Still, ratings from the last State of the Union address were even lower than reruns of Midtown Cowboys. I didn't expect to have to replace the president so soon, but now that these idiots have forced my hand...
we're standing right here.
We can hear everything you're saying.
It's time for a leader the people will have to listen to. Agents Jackson, Burr, and DeGambe, we are moving the timeline forward. Commence phase 2 of the operation. I'll prepare the new candidate.
Not quite the reaction I would have expected from a Secret Service agent discovering 2 people over the decapitated body of the president.
What do you think this fake body is made of? Can I keep it?
No time for that now, Max. We've got to stop the... Wait, what's that noise? Blessed scuba diving Buddha on a banana boat with cocktail onions and a map to the stars' homes.
Yeah!
They've reanimated America's most beloved president.
I always thought Taft was shorter.
Not Taft, you deficient.
My fellow Americans, I am Abraham Lincoln. As you know by now, your president was recently murdered by 2 mysterious interpreters. But turn not to fear and despair. I have returned to guide us through this troubled time. A vote for me is a vote for Abraham Lincoln.
I'll get
it! What's that? Uh-huh. Lincoln Memorial, right. Hydraulic motors and robotic implants. Yes. Okay. I see. We're on it.
Wrong number?
That was the commissioner, Max. If this new Mecha Lincoln wins the emergency election, the nefarious forces controlling him will have unchecked power to destroy the entire free world.
I hate when they do that.
That's why one of us is going to have to run against him.
You got to answer the phone.
Okay, fair's fair. Max, we're going to make you the next president of the United States.
Yes!
Okay, let's go. I'm not really thirsty.
That ribbon is classified, sir. Presidents only. Step away from the national budget, sir. That's for the president's eyes only. I can't let you touch that, sir. Only the president may use the presidential calendar.
There are so many other things to punch. There are so many...
Okay, here's what he said.
Just step away from the door, please. Yes, sir, that is all I say.
Thank you, sir. It's the cue cards for Lincoln's speech. I'm glad that I've been given one more life to give for my country.
Hi, America. It's me, Max. Remember, a vote for me is a vote for prosperity, alacrity, and the tyranny of my furry white iron fist. Thank you.
Who do you like in the election?
My money's on Lincoln, and Lincoln's on my money.
Clever. He's too busy talking with his candidate. Mr. Lincoln, as a candidate for office, my pal Max would like to engage in a thoughtful discussion of the key issues.
Followed by a round of spiteful mudslinging.
I see. Well, this is a bit irregular. As you're well aware, I'm the most beloved president in history, so I just assumed I'd be running unopposed.
Oh, no, you didn't. You ain't all that.
I freed the slaves.
I was star of a popular television sitcom.
I'm on the penny.
I was on TV.
Now, gentlemen, we can resolve this like adults through moderate reasoned debate.
Very well, then. In the spirit of democracy, I say, bring it.
And it's a beautiful day on the White House lawn as we bring you the first in a series of debates for this emergency election for U.S. President. In the Republican corner, we have the giant animated statue of Abraham Lincoln. And representing the Random Violence and Destruction Party, there is the hyperkinetic, rabbit-like creature known as Max. Acting as completely impartial moderator for the debates will be Sam. The candidates are ready, so let's listen in.
Mr. Lincoln, I'd like you to tell the voters your stand on some of the tough issues.
Very well.
How do you plan to solve the problem of toxic waste?
I'm glad that I've been given one more life to give for my country.
And Lincoln is once again using his trusted campaign slogan, which is pleasing the crowd, but having no effect on his poll ratings.
Where do you stand on religion and schools?
I'm glad that I've been given...
Lincoln pulls out his trusted catchphrase for...
This election reminds me of a droll story. It seems Chester A. Arthur and the Pope were kayaking down the Amazon one day. Suddenly, a tiny kangaroo fish swims up the Pope's and lodges itself in his... Arthur grabs the Pope's pliers and swelled up like a melon. And the Pope says, "Thanks. Last time that happened, McKinley wanted to..." No, wait. I think I told it wrong. I believe in the ideal of a global community, where America is but a small part. We must set aside our differences and work with our fellow nations, all united towards one goal: the complete and utter annihilation of the godless Belgians. I want to see a return to the prosperity of the America we once knew. A chicken in every pot, and vice versa. If elected, I promise a return to a happier time in America's past. The days when giant thunder lizards marched over the fern-covered marshes of the Midwest, preying on the upstart mammals. I'm a uniter, not a divider. I foresee an America under one rule, an iron-fisted rule. One rabbit, one law. Let your neighbors know that dissent will not be tolerated. All hail Max. I have a dream, America. It starts out where I'm in an all-nude production of Death of a Salesman on Ice, but I haven't studied and I can't remember my lines. Suddenly, it begins to rain marshmallows, but that's okay because trees are made of graham crackers and chocolate bars are the official currency. I believe that by working together, we can make that dream a reality. We have nothing to fear but fear itself. And the Chupacabra, Madre de Dios, he'll kill us all! Greetings, miserable proles. People of Earth, your day of reckoning is at hand. Greetings, miserable proles.
How would you describe your tax plan?
I'm glad that I've been given one more life to give for my country.
And Lincoln dodges the question by pulling out his trusty campaign slogan, which pleases the crowd but has no effect on the polls.
That is all. Stay frosty, America.
It's going to be hard to improve your ratings in the polls.
I already showed them how I can wrap my lower lip around my entire head. What more do these people want?
They want to vote for Lincoln.
Then we should fix that.
It's going to be hard to improve your rating.
I already showed them how I can wrap my lower...
They want to vote for...
Then we should fix that.
Lincoln's really impressed the people with his family values platform.
You should stop being such a stick in the mud and get out and live a little.
Lincoln is really winning the crowd on the issues.
The voters don't care about issues. They just turn off their brains and go crazy for Lincoln's stupid campaign slogan.
Jealous?
Very.
Okay, let's go.
It's time for another, and we turn you...
Mr. Lincoln, the networks are looking for a soundbite. Would you care to share a few words with us?
Thank you. This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come. Today is the day we return America to greatness. I stand here at the steps of the White House, not above the people, but with the people. Only one man can lead the nation through this troubled time. I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man. The time to act is now. Thank you.
I said basically the same thing.
Mr. Lincoln, perhaps you'd like to speak about the importance of family values.
Of course. A strong family unit is the rock upon which our society is built. It's easy today, in this age of your blinged-out horseless carriages and racy daguerreotype magazines, to believe that honesty and fidelity are outdated concepts. But I stand proud. I have been completely faithful to my lovely wife, Mary Todd, for over 70 years. I've never even looked at another woman.
Contestants, it's time for our lightning round. Mr. Lincoln, I'm going to name some of the tough issues facing our country. I'd like you to sum up your stand on those issues in a few concise words.
Well, all right. I'm afraid this will have to be completely off the top of my head, as I have nothing prepared.
That's enough for now.
Keep 'em coming. I'm ready for anything.
Time out. Max has to, visit the little candidates room.
I'm drunk with power, but it just goes right through me. Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
Hey, Sybil. How goes the dating game?
Computer-generated love is in the air.
How's business?
Slow right now, but those...
What are you looking for in a date again?
I would love to meet a tall, older man with a good career.
How does this dating service work again?
People submit applications listing their good traits and what they're looking for. Once we've found a match, you call your date and agree on a time and place.
See you around, Sybil.
You boys want to try the dating scene again?
No thanks. Last time was too horrifying.
Just drop an application in there if you change your mind.
Hey, Sybil.
Computer...
How does this dating...
People submit applications list once we found a match.
What are you looking for in...
I would love to meet a tall, older man with a good career.
See you around, Sybil. Go ahead, next caller. You're on Love...
Hey, keep away...
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Can you disappear again?
Okay.
Hey, a free home delivery sign.
Greetings, comrades Dog and Rabbit.
Special. Buy one, get one.
What a deal!
Big smokes.
Don't smoke, kids. Unless you're on fire. Then it's only natural.
Buy nachos. Free toilet.
Free toilet.
You.
I'll pass.
Tongues placed on freezer become property.
I got.
Hey, Bosco.
Yeah?
When's the last time you cleaned out the weenie rotisserie?
Needs no cleaning. Adds vintage flavor to Tasty Franks.
We want to buy something.
Yeah.
Do you have any souvenir snow globes from?
Niet.
Nothing for us. Tell us about that.
I'm working on modifying B. Once I get funding for it, it'll be able to shoot down any ICBMs targeted at the store.
Das Vidanya, Comrade Boskovorsky.
We'll catch you on flip side, comrades Dog and Rabbits.
Nothing like a gaggle of security cameras pointed at a guy to make him feel at home.
I'm comfortable with it because I'm uncommonly photogenic.
No dice. No thanks. One way.
One way.
Remind me to... Dead end.
One way.
Remind me to... Give me all you got. It's the Army's new recruiting slogan.
That's a lot better than their old one. What are you, chicken? Gonna cry now, baby?
Apparently, there's no room in the military budget for quality adhesives. Very convenient if you haven't got a bulletin board. Nice sign. Mad chef killer cools heels in stir. It's locked.
I can't listen to that. Think, boy.
Nah. Nothing useful in here. That's the second least relaxing. Tampering with the mail is a...
As we...
...2002 was a...
I'm glad we...
When I got this thing, I thought it would be useful.
You always say that.
for thugs and hoodlums.
Can I help?
It's our favorite shift.
How you doing, Leonard?
How do you think it's going? It's stupid.
Good, good.
He doesn't have anything to say. One way.
One way.
Remind me to refill. President spied in love tryst with Sasquatch.
I give him 3 months tops. Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh, boy!
Post no bills. I'm surprised this sign survived the Clinton administration. Valley parking, $2. Way to knock down that deficit. Hey, Jimmy.
Beat it.
It's the severed head of the president.
I yearn to hold it aloft and turn giant sea atrocities to stone.
You're thinking of Medusa's head.
Oh, yeah. I always get those two heads confused.
It's Lincoln's campaign flyer. I want you. Honest, dedicated, over a century of experience. Abraham Lincoln is your man. Nah. Mr. Lincoln, would you like to say a few words to the audience?
Thank you. This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come. Today is the day we return America to greatness. I stand here at the steps of the White House, not above the people, but with the people. Only one man can lead the nation through this troubled time. I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man. The time to act is now. Thank you.
I've heard better addresses from the 411 operator.
What did you just say?
Hey, Lincoln! Captain Ahab called. He wants his beard back.
I'm gonna slap you silly, you little punk.
Save it for the debate, Max. It's Lincoln's campaign flyer. I want you. Honest, dedicated, over a century. Free home delivery. How do you plan to solve the problem of toxic waste?
Free home delivery.
Ooh, an
An effective but very controversial proposal from candidate Lincoln, and the crowd did not like that idea one bit. Let's see how it affected the polls.
Give me all you got. How would you describe your tax plan?
Give me all you got.
And candidate Lincoln has proposed one shocker of an economic strategy, which even Democrats are calling a trifle excessive. That had to have hurt him in the polls.
Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
What's this? A new application?
Yeah, it's for a friend of ours.
Let's see. Not the Abraham Lincoln. He's tall, distinguished, loves the theater. He sounds perfect.
That chump doesn't have half my cute, fluffy marketability.
Do you think your computer can find him a date?
Computer, nothing. This guy sounds perfect for me. Oh, but he didn't leave his phone number. Next time you see him, give him my number. I'd love to meet him.
Hey, Sybil. How goes the dating game?
Computer-generated love is in the air.
See you around, Sybil.
Okay, here's what she said.
Meter maid? Nah. Movie industry executive? Done that already. Hey, this looks good. Shuttle pre-flight analyst. Oh, it's part-time only.
Thank you, sir.
Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh, boy!
This is a date that will be remembered for ice on the time.
Hey, this phone only takes Susan B. Anthony dollars.
It must be one of those stupid 555 phones.
Yes, actually. 555-1984. House of Representatives. It's a stack of pithy campaign slogans. The buck stops here, 1,000 points of light, and I did not have sex with that woman.
Well, I did, but I didn't inhale.
It's a stack of pithy campaign slogans. The buck stops here, 1,000 points of light, and I did not have sex with that woman.
Well, I did, but I didn't inhale.
I did not have sex with that woman. Where do you stand on religion and schools?
I did not have sex with that woman.
Whoa, the debate has taken on a decidedly confessional tone with that nonsensical reply from candidate Lincoln. Luckily for him, the crowd is ignoring it.
That's enough for now. A 1,000 points of light. The buck stops here. Where do you stand?
The buck stops here.
We're not quite sure what Lincoln meant by that, so it looks like, yes, the American people have decided to ignore it.
That's enough for now.
Keep 'em.
Mr. Lincoln, we've picked out a single lady friend who would be just perfect for you.
She has a job and still has all her own teeth.
Let me give you her number so you can give her a call.
Ain't no reanimated president too big to appreciate a booty call. Know what I'm saying?
What? The idea is preposterous. I've been happily married for over 150 years. I would never consort with another woman.
Oh, I see. So the rumors are true.
What rumors?
Nothing.
Mr. Lincoln, could you elaborate on your stand on family values?
Without a strong, honest, and faithful...
Time out.
I think we're on the verge of a real breakthrough.
Free home delivery. Give me all you got. I'm glad that I've been given one more life to give for my country. Two wrongs don't make a right. Where do you stand on religion and schools?
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Did we hear that right? Lincoln just came down against both religion and education. Wow, that's gotta hurt him in the polls.
Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Shotgun! Who are you calling, Sam?
Sybil.
Hello? Abe? Is it you?
You bet. Honest Abe here.
Very funny, Sam. I have to keep this line open for his call.
Where are we going, Sam?
No place.
Where are we going, Sam?
We're off.
Oh, boy!
Time out.
Where are we going, Sam?
Back to...
Shotgun! you calling, Sam?
Sybil.
Hello? Abe? Is that you?
I stand here at the steps of the White House.
What? Who is this? I'm waiting for a very important call from Abraham Lincoln.
Who are you calling, Sam?
Sybil.
Hello? Abe?
I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man.
Oh, well, Mr. President, it's just such an honor to talk to you. I saw your application and I was wondering, would you like to go out sometime?
I stand here at the steps of the White House.
So, a long-distance relationship wouldn't work? Is that what you're saying? Fine then. Call me when you're ready to commit.
Who are you calling, Sam?
Sybil.
Hello?
Oh,
what? I saw your application and I was wondering, would you like to go out sometime?
This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come.
Oh my, you are a charmer, aren't you? Well then, Mr. Rail Splitter, where would you like to meet?
I stand here at the steps of the White House.
At the White House. Got it. What time should I meet you?
The time to act is now.
Oh, I love that decisiveness. I'll rush right over.
I'm gonna slap you silly, you little punk.
What? I didn't catch that last part.
I will feast on your entrails and devour your soul.
What? Abe? What's going on?
See you soon. Gotta go.
So, to sum up, family values are the bedrock of this nation. Our fidelity, honesty, and loyalty to family is our most sacred asset as Americans.
Candidate Max, your rebuttal?
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Lincoln.
I believe we have a question in the audience from someone who is not Candidate Lincoln's wife.
Oh, hi, Sam. Hi, Max.
Greetings, random harlot.
Abe, I'm here. Are you ready for our date?
What? I've never seen this woman before in my life.
But on the phone, you sounded so eager to meet me.
Listen to me, America. I did not arrange a date with this woman.
Oh, so she's good enough to fool around with, but not to date?
Mr. Lincoln, I can't believe you're doing this to me.
The results from the emergency election are coming in, and it appears that former sitcom star Max has been elected President of the United States. In an unprecedented show of bipartisan solidarity, all of the country's political parties have desperately asked for a recount. Let's cut to the White House lawn to hear Candidate Lincoln's address.
You've got to be b***ing me, you idiots!
He took the news much better than expected.
Democracy? I will make you all my hypnotic slaves!
Max, that robotic Abe Lincoln will enslave the entire East Coast if we don't stop him.
Who cares? I'm the President of the U.S. Let's go bomb someone into oblivion.
Not just anyone, Max. Abe Lincoln must die.
Yes!
Finally, Mr. President, you're here. That's the president? People will vote for anyone these days. Obviously. What's that supposed to mean? It means... Never mind.
Look, Max, all the soda poppers are here.
I don't have time for foreign dignitaries. Check out all the cool stuff on my new desk.
I'm not really thirsty. It's the Secretary of Presidential Whimsy ribbon. Looks like Max can use this to appoint someone as an honorary cabinet secretary. Hey, look, Max. It's the presidential discretionary budget. You have $100 million to allocate however you want.
What a delightfully random and convenient figure.
It's the official United States calendar.
12 of the hottest Supreme Court justices in their skimpiest, naughtiest swimsuits.
Even better, Max. You can actually change the official date.
Oh boy! We now declare today April 26th, Secretary's Day.
That's supposed to be Administrative Professionals Day.
Wow, Sam. When I picked you for vice president, I didn't know you were such a politically correct bleeding heart liberal.
All right, then. Secretary's Day.
Oh, boy! We now declare today April 27th, Arbor Day.
Everybody go outside today and hug a tree.
Hug nothing. This year I'm hoping to get to second base.
Stand aside, pal. The president needs to get into the war room.
I'm afraid that's not allowed, sir.
Perhaps you didn't hear our advisor. We would like to see our war room.
No can do, sir. Orders.
You can't tell the president what to do. Let us into that room.
Just following orders, sir. No exceptions.
We are most definitely not amused.
Until I hear from Chuckles, my superior officer. I'm to guard this door.
Your superior officer is riding on the shoulder of a 20-foot-tall Abraham Lincoln statue that's destroying Washington.
It's covered in the contingency plan, sir.
Why won't you let us into the war room again?
Just following orders, sir. I can't let anyone into the room. No exceptions.
Why won't you let us in?
Just following orders, sir.
Max says you can take a vacation.
We will make an exception, just this once.
Thank you, sir, but no can do.
It's Arbor Day.
I'll tell a tree, sir.
Max says you can take a vacation. It's Arbor Day.
I'll tell a tree, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Max, I mean His Excellency El Jefe Maximilian I, Intimidator of the Realm, has a special surprise for you. Better get those handkerchiefs ready. This could get sentimental.
Agent Superball, we have decided to reward you for your excellent service to your country, for your unwavering commitment to preventing us from being where we most desperately needed to be, for your unerring devotion to being a constant hindrance in our task. For all these things and more, we now dub thee Superball. Secretary of Mysterious Gaseous Emissions. So we have spoken, so it shall be.
All hail Max.
I'm overwhelmed, sir. I don't know what to say.
Now run along to a cabinet meeting.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir.
You've got to be kidding me.
I still have my orders.
Oh boy! We now declare today April 26th, Secretary's Day.
That's supposed to be administrative.
Wow.
All right, then.
I'm not a secretary, sir.
That was fun!
Max, I mean His Excellent. Better get those.
Agent Superball for all. Secretary of.
All hail Max. Hey, Soups. Secretary Superball, the president would like you to take a memo.
To people of the planet Earth, we know what you've been doing. Cut it out. Hugs, your nuclear arsenal wielding leader, etc., etc.
Did you get all that?
No pencil, sir.
Today is Secretary's Day. You have to take the day off.
It's the law, Jack!
A vacation? Permission to weep openly, sir.
Not just granted, but encouraged.
The forces of bureaucracy win again.
I love this country.
I think the war room door is only openable in time of war.
Stupid old piece.
Welcome back, Governor Whizzer. Here to give another demonstration on soda abuse?
That's not funny.
What business do you have with the president?
We're all here to get him to settle the great Dakotan conflict.
Whether it's better to leave by plane or just kill yourself and hope you'll be reincarnated somewhere else?
No! Which state gets custody of Mount Rushmore?
Why should your state get Mount Rushmore?
Because they just want it for tourism. But my plan will save lives. It'll become a monument to soda abuse prevention. People will realize that just like Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and the other guy, they too can overcome their crippling addiction to carbonated beverages.
George Washington never had a soda addiction.
Why do you think he needed false teeth?
Why not divide it up equally?
That would never work. It's not even.
Each of you could get a third of Roosevelt.
I want the mustache.
I wanted the mustache.
Okay, Max gets Roosevelt's mustache, Specs gets the glasses, Peepers, you get an ear and both nostrils.
That just leaves me with the forehead.
All right then, Whizzer, we'll throw in Crazy Horse, but that's my final offer.
It's not even finished.
This will never work. It's just like last time.
How did West Dakota become a separate state?
The three of us ran for governor together. We got along so well during the campaign, and we were all such former TV celebrities that all three of us won. The voters realized they'd elected 3 governors for only 2 states. That's when the unpleasantness began.
What was the unpleasantness?
We fought for a long time about how to divide up the states.
There was almost a war, but we divided everything up fairly and all agreed that Mount Rushmore should be in the South.
We did not! You!
I what?
You! Oh, never mind.
What was the unpleasantness again?
We almost went to war over who should get control of Mount Rushmore. And it's all 'cause Specs and Peepers.
What? Yeah, what?
You! Oh, never mind.
Thirsty?
Yes! But you're not going to offer me a soda, are you? You know I can't resist them.
We wouldn't do that. We've got, let's see here, orange soda, cola, grape soda, pop, some more orange soda, and tea.
Tea, please.
We're all out of tea. Soda?
Why are you doing this?
Would you like a drink?
As long as it's...
Stay dry, Whizman. Look, Max, it's our old pal. Look, Grand Imperial Warlord Maximus Optimus, keeper of the 7 keys. It's our old pal, the former Child Star and Embarrassing Idol semifinalist, Peepers.
That's former Child Star and Embarrassing Idol semifinalist, Governor Peepers.
You're a governor, too?
That's right. I got North Dakota.
North Dakota, the leftover state.
I thought it was North Dakota, still warmer than Saskatchewan.
Hey, be nice. We've got a rich and varied history.
North Dakota, hope you like snow.
North Dakota, come climb all over our big white butte. Hey! Sorry, I got caught up in the moment.
What's there to do in North Dakota?
Plenty! Snowmen, snow angels, snow forts, snowball fights, homemade ice cream, and of course the majesty of Mount Rushmore! That hasn't been decided yet. Right, I spoke too soon.
What business do you have in the Oval Office?
We need the president to settle custody of Mount Rushmore!
Max has the presidential pen. Somewhere.
Just tell me where to sign.
Great! The problem is solved! But seriously, if you guys see the president, tell him we're waiting.
Max really is president now.
It was in the papers.
We haven't been watching the news back in Fargo. We've been so busy with the arms buildup.
What was that?
Did I say arms buildup? I meant Winter Paradise Toboggan and Scrapbooking Jamboree.
Can't we all just get along?
We can if we all just keep quiet and avoid another incident.
Honesty is rarely the best policy. All us presidents know that.
Can't we all just get along?
We can if we all just keep quiet.
Honesty is...
So long, peeps. Hey, Specs. Max, you remember... Most omnipotent exaltedness Max Sama, overseer of the 9 cosmic planes. You remember Specs, the other soda popper.
We vaguely recognize our loyal subject.
What are you guys talking about?
Kiss the ring.
What? No.
What business do you have with the president?
We're here to get federal resolution on a dispute. It wouldn't be a dispute if you... If I what? Nothing.
Awkward.
What business do you have with the president?
We're here to get federal resolution on a dispute. It wouldn't be a if I... Nothing.
Awkward.
What have you been up to?
Winning an election. I'm now the governor of South Dakota.
Hey, just like Whizzer.
No, not just like Whizzer. I was the first one of us to run for office.
Like you invented it. You just, forget it.
What are you doing as governor?
I'm fixing the problems in the state and getting it back to perfect working order. Did you know that the Black Hills are really more of a greenish gray? I've got a committee addressing the problem.
But what about the Badlands?
We're making them even worse.
Sing your theme song for us.
No, I don't sing that anymore. I want to be respected as more than just a beloved TV celebrity.
If it makes you feel better, you were never really that beloved.
Sam and I always watched your show with detached irony.
Later, Specs. What are we doing here, Max?
I keep getting whiny memos about the giant robotic Abraham Lincoln who's rampaging through Washington, enslaving the populace. I guess we'd better do something about that.
Can't you get us into the war room, Max?
I kept hearing about presidential powers, but it's all just boring bureaucratic stuff. I was hoping I'd be able to make things explode with my mind.
What's the date today, Max?
I'm president of the United States, Sam. What date do you want it to be?
The Soda Poppers aren't the close-knit band they used to be.
They're just one inappropriate comment away from full-on violence.
Just like you and me, pal. The Soda Poppers aren't the close-knit band.
They're just one.
Just like you. Can't you?
I kept hearing about... I was hoping...
I'm glad we took this time to talk, Max.
Keep in touch, Sam. I mean that.
Hey, Whizzer. What was the unpleasantness again?
We almost went to war over who should get control of Mount Rushmore. And it's all 'cause Specs and Peepers.
What? Yeah? What?
You!
Stay dry.
Okay, here's what he said.
Oh, artificial grape and cherry. High fructose corn syrup. Sodium benzoate to preserve flavor. Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, here's what he said.
Specs thinks he's so smart. We'll see who's the smart one once the Fargo militia comes to town.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, here's what he said.
Those incompetent brothers of mine are messing everything up. What? I didn't say anything.
Thank you, sir. Hey, peepers. Can't we all just...
We can if we all just keep quiet and avoid another incident. Honesty is rarely the best policy. All us presidents know that.
So long, peeps. Hey, Specs. Later, Specs. Hey, Specs. What business do you have with the president?
We're here to get federal resolution on a dispute.
It wouldn't be a dispute if you...
If I what?
Nothing. Awkward.
Later, Specs.
Oh, hi, America. I didn't see you there. As you know, I'm Maximilian I, ruler of your quaint little nation. Our borders stretch from the beautiful coasts of California to the not exactly beautiful, but still pretty nice in their own way, coasts along the eastern seaboard. At least they do now. I'm working with my executive staff, Sam, to see about getting us a little more room to work with, if you catch my drift. But don't you worry your pretty little heads about that. For now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Toodles!
Apparently, even mechanical puppets have mothers. White paint, Christmas lights, and a small barbecue.
Everything somebody would need to renovate, decorate, and then accidentally burn the place to the ground.
Later, Max, later. Hey, Jimmy.
Beat it.
Nah. That's not even worth a comment. Room for rent. I guess the country really is hard up for cash. What do we do now?
Well, I just took office, and a giant robotic Abraham Lincoln is rampaging through the streets of Washington, enslaving the populace with his hypnotic laser eyes. The answer's clear. We have to find a way to spin this.
Are you excited about being president, Max?
Overwhelmingly. But I still wonder what happened to the Vice President, Speaker of the House, President Pro Tem, Attorney General, and all the cabinet members.
Outbreak of flesh-eating bacteria in the Capitol showers. Damnedest thing.
Wow, this country just can't get a break.
Okay, let's go.
Where are we going, Sam?
After that rampaging Lincoln.
You're going down, Abe!
Well, he wasn't hard to find.
Just had to follow the trail of broken campaign promises.
That's pretty profound for a high-speed car chase, Max.
I like to think I transcend genre conventions, Sam. The bullets have no effect!
He's made of marble, Max, and fueled by rage. It's Lincoln we need to stop at this point. My gun just isn't big enough to stop him.
Lincoln smash!
He's a testy little emancipator, isn't he?
Abraham Lincoln, you sit down and behave yourself right this minute.
I will destroy you.
Unacceptable!
Just as well, Max. It would cost a fortune to feed that guy.
Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office. Hiya, Sybil. How are things in the world of computer-generated romance?
Oh, I'm not doing that anymore. Can you believe that guy? Never mentioning that he was married? Men are such self-centered jerks.
Preach it, girlfriend!
So you changed careers again?
Yeah, now I'm running a dating service.
Come again?
A carbon dating service. I bought this astoundingly useful machine that tells me how old things are.
I usually just cut them in half and count the rings.
There's a reason you're not invited to birthday parties anymore.
I wanted a fresh start in a new career to get my mind off that fiasco with Honest Abe. This wasn't my first choice, but I got a good deal on the carbon dating equipment online, and I couldn't afford to change my sign.
You're having financial problems?
I'm afraid so. After my public humiliation with Lincoln, all the applicants for my dating service demanded their money back. Not to mention all the money tied up in pending litigation with the clients who watched Max's dating video.
I stated very clearly up front that viewer discretion was advised.
Believe me, I would love to just close up shop for a while and take a vacation. Forget about Honest Abe and all the lawsuits.
It was a wardrobe malfunction!
But unless I get a major windfall, I have to hope the carbon dating business takes off.
How's business again?
There's still not enough clients to make ends meet. I can't even take a vacation unless I suddenly come into a lot of money.
How does carbon dating work?
I don't know. Something about carbon-14 and half-lives and radiation.
I'm impressed with your detailed scientific knowledge. Very professional.
That's the beauty of it. I don't really need to know anything. I just aim my little machine at something and it tells me how old it is. Allow me to demonstrate. This tiki is, oh my gosh, it's 2,000 years old! This is fantastic!
Old is good?
Absolutely! I can have my office put on the National Register of Historic Places. I might even get a grant. I'd be rich!
Who could possibly need a freelance carbon dating service?
Plenty of people. Freelance archaeologists, independent historians, rogue paleobotanists.
It's also naughty fun for your next bachelorette party.
And now that Antiques Thunderdome is getting so popular, business is bound to pick up.
Antiques Thunderdome? The show where common everyday people bring random junk from around the house to a giant steel cage match and engage in a no-holds-barred appraisal to the death?
That's the one. Now everybody's convinced they have some priceless treasure in their attic, and their home will be declared a historic monument.
Why would someone need a carbon dating service again?
Money! If you find an item that's old enough, you can have your home declared a historic monument and get huge government grants.
Can we borrow your carbon dating machine?
No way! That machine is still my only chance to take care of my money problems. Unless I get a grant, since I'm now on the National Register of Historic Places. There's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Why would someone need a
Money! If you find an item that's old enough, you can have your home declared a historic monument and get huge government grants.
See you around, Sybil.
Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh, boy! Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
Sybil left the door unlocked. She's probably living it up on some tropical island on the taxpayer's dime.
I bet she's getting abducted in some sleazy nightclub, forced to do unspeakable things for a power-mad despot before narrowly escaping his volcano-top lair with only one of her kidneys left.
Don't be such a pessimist, Max.
Sorry, Sam. It's just no fair. We're stuck here working, and she gets to have all the fun.
It's Sybil's carbon dating machine. I wonder what future archaeologists will learn from our most sacred treasure.
That you can watch 250 channels, and there's still nothing good on.
Odd. Max, have you been dieting? Sybil must have read her machine wrong. It says this tiki is only 10 years old.
I thought that price tag on the bottom looked suspicious.
I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know. I don't want to know how old that is. It's 8 years old. Poor little guy was probably heading to his 8th birthday party when he got shot, stuffed, mounted, and sold in a tacky souvenir store.
No, he's got that haunted look about him. I bet he offed himself and donated his body to taxidermy.
You see the bright side in everything, Max. I don't want to know. I don't want. I don't want. I don't want. I don't want to know. It's locked. I don't want to know how. Mr. Spatula is only 1 year old, but this thing says he's 2. Oh no, I forgot his birthday.
Don't bother. I put a piece of cake in there one time and he didn't seem to like it.
I don't want to. I don't want. I don't want. I don't want. This thing says Hubert is 16 years old.
I wondered why he was acting all sullen and unresponsive.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want. I don't want. It says Jesse James's hand is only 14 years old.
I don't believe that.
I don't want to know how. I don't want. Wow, it says that Leonard is only 19 years old.
Let that be a cautionary tale to the kids about spending too much time in casinos.
I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want. That's weird. It says his age is burnt sienna.
That is weird. He doesn't look a day over taupe.
Oh, Mr. President, please do not execute me.
Where are we going to find $100 million?
I could donate my body to science again, but the guys at the lab seemed pretty spooked last time.
Science fears what it can. Need any items for your administration, El Presidente?
I have a meeting with the Israeli ambassador this afternoon, Sam. I was thinking of getting some boiled shrimp, pressurized cheese, and pork rinds.
Well, it's the thought that counts. Need any...
I have a meeting with the... I was thinking...
Well, it's... I guess we should get...
What is that? Keep that away from me.
Relax, Bosco. It only tells how old you are.
Why do you need to know that? Did someone send you to find out how old I am?
Sheesh, never mind.
That's your problem with dating, Sam. You give up too easily.
I'd better not. Bosco doesn't like to be scanned. Wow, Bosco, by my readings, these weenies date from the early Cretaceous period.
It's a special bargain for you. Still tasty. A handful today only.
You don't understand. Your store is now a national historic place. These weenies are valuable artifacts.
Really? I mean, of course. I'm preserving heritage of my people. Just how valuable are we talking about here?
We'll get back to you on that. Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh, boy!
Hello, Comrade Bosco.
Hail to the chief. I don't know how you guys did it, but I just got a huge check from the government.
You earned it, Bosco. It's not easy to perfectly preserve weenies that predate the discovery of fire.
Not to mention the teeming microcosm growing in the bathroom. We're considering making it a national wildlife preserve.
Now I can finally finish my satellite defense system.
So we can have the truth serum?
Sure. Let me dig it up from the labs.
This is a bottle of vodka.
But it works. Trust me. Trust me. Get a couple of shots of that in somebody, and they'll tell you all their secrets.
Thanks, Bosco.
Hey, Bosco.
Yeah?
When's the last time you cleaned out the weenie rotisserie? See you later, Bosco.
Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh, boy!
Care for a drink?
It's soda, right? You brought more soda.
Sure, why not?
Wow! That's got more kick than the other ones. Thanks, Sam and Max. You guys are my best friends.
Now, can we get back to the deliberation?
What's the point? You still think Peeper's idea is stupid.
Stupid? You never told me you thought my idea was stupid.
He said your idea of adding Herbert Hoover hugging the 4 other presidents was the stupidest thing he'd ever heard.
Well, it is. Hoover wasn't even a president, which means he certainly wasn't the most loving of all the presidents. Well, at least I didn't suggest putting a parking garage in George Washington's forehead, like some 4-eyed freaks I know. You little... You big... Of course you realize this means war! War!
War!
What's this I hear? What wondrous thing is this the DEFCON klaxons ring? A flashing light above the door. There's just one thing it could mean. War. Oh, what is it good for? What is it good It's for? Good for you. Good for you. It's good for me. Oh, war. What is it good for? What is it good for? It strengthens the economy. It shows the world that we've got stones and carriers with fighters wrong for war. Oh, what is it good for? What is it good it's for? Good for you. It's good for me. It's the Cast Me Out. Here we go. War. Oh, what is it good for? What is it good it's for? Good for you. It's good for me. Oh, war. Oh, what is it good for? Oh, it strengthens the economy. All lengthy battles and incumbents dream, because you can't change horses in midstream. For bombs and guns and so much more, we celebrate the joys of war, war, war. For bombs and guns and so much more, we celebrate the joys of war.
Well,
Let's not do that again.
what are we doing here, Max?
I keep getting whiny memos about the giant robotic Abraham. I guess we'd better do something about that.
I'm glad we took this time to talk, Max.
Keep in touch, Sam. I mean that. Where are we going, Sam?
No place. Never mind. Look, Max, in the White House garden pond. It's Jimmy Two Teeth.
We often allow lobbyists to use the pool, Sam.
Jimmy's a lobbyist now? What's he lobbying for? Cheese interests?
Affordable health care for the aged and underprivileged, Sam. He's a lot more multifaceted than you give him credit for.
The Civil War in the Dakotas seems to be escalating, Max.
Let them thin out the overpopulation of moose and strip malls for a few weeks, and then we'll step in.
It looks like Bismarck has fallen to the West Dakotan militia.
Oh no! That will wipe out the country's crucial snow and slush reserves!
Your compassion for your people is heartwarming, Mr. President. It's a plate of fancy cookies.
For the discriminating general with a sweet tooth and a taste for vengeance.
Hey, there's gourmet coffee, in case the idea of war makes you insufficiently jittery.
I'm plenty juiced just being in here. Let's blow stuff up.
What to do in time of war. Select target, press fire. That's all it says. These must be for the Joint Chiefs and other quasi-important hoo-has.
Nice screensaver.
Looks like a remote homing beacon in the frigid Antarctic.
So peaceful, so serene.
Want to blow it up?
You have to ask? Dinner special tonight? penguin flambe.
Who would have suspected the Washington Monument is really a self-replenishing supply of intercontinental ballistic missiles?
It's good to see it used for something more useful than corny innuendo for once.
I wonder if this will have a significant impact on our delicate ecosystem.
Absolutely. My ego is bigger already.
The homing beacon to the Kremlin doesn't seem to be working. It was probably turned off in the spirit of glasnost.
More likely those lazy commie bastards forgot to change the batteries.
Lazy former commie bastards, Max. There's no beacon for the missile to lock onto.
Then we'll just have to do this the slow way. Lock and load, Sam! We're off to Red Square!
Some other time, little buddy. It's the distant, peaceful world of Krypton.
They mock us with their utopian society of crystal cities and absentee parents. They must be exterminated! This'll teach them to put me in the Phantom Zone. You will bow down before me! Aw.
Better pull up a chair, little buddy. Well, what do you know? Bosco was right. The government really has been targeting his store for destruction.
Won't he be glad when we tell him?
What do you say we keep this to ourselves, Max?
You're right. We don't want to ruin the surprise. Attention, Bosco shoppers. Clean up in aisle everything.
Would you look at that? Bosco's satellite defense system actually works.
Well played, Bosco. You're safe. But for how long? Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office. Look, stuck to the camera. That must be the homing beacon for the intercontinental ballistic missiles aimed at Bosco's store.
What was that?
He said, that must be the best price on baby wipes I've ever seen. Where are we going, Sam?
After that rampaging Lincoln.
Yes!
Mr. Lincoln! Pacify your soul through the magic of prismatology!
Well, you found the one thing he and I agree on. Nice toss, Max. We'd better act fast before he manages to knock off the beacon.
Or choose his own back off to escape. Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh, boy!
Looks like the targeting beacon is still stuck on Lincoln.
This is a pretty impressive temper tantrum, Sam. At this rate, he'll have enslaved all of D.C. and most of Baltimore by tomorrow morning.
Egads, you're right, Max. Still, I think we should stop him.
We haven't got anything better to do.
Mr. President?
Don't mind if I do.
Quick, let's go.
Shouldn't we revel a little?
We don't want to miss this.
You'll all do my bidding. I am the most powerful presidential monument ever created!
Whee! That was better than feeding laxatives to pigeons on parade days.
We broke 2 presidents in one afternoon.
A personal best.
Well, it looks like the country is saved, at least from mass hypnosis. What do you want to do now?
Let's abuse my powers as leader of the free world to squeeze the middle class until they're burning their own shoes for heat.
Sounds fun, but I was thinking we could treat ourselves to some chocolate-frosted gut bombs and then have a little target practice down at the Smithsonian.
Sam, you're my best friend.
Agent Chuckles, report. Query status. Lincoln Gambit, 4-7. Query not acknowledged and acceptable timeout parameters. Error. Error.